Hey y'all, it's Indigo here. Wanted to make a quick little video. Some people have been asking me in my other videos to share my defenses and some squads that I use on defense. So I thought I'd make it just a separate quick little video for that. I know I don't show them throughout the rounds, but these are some of the squads that I've been using. I like to change it up, but the first few squads you can see that I use for defense is Darth Revan, but I take out the Bastilla Fallen and I use her in a different squad. Like to put her under EP. She can really supercharge the team, make them go really fast so that they never stop gaining turn meter. And this squad's pretty tough. If you put it down on D, your opponent still has to use something really good to take it out. And I've had several opponents get stuck on this squad as well, so it can still hold for multiple battles. You don't necessarily need her in it, but you know, she does help. But it's a way that you can change it up a little bit and make another team better at the same time. The second team I have for you is my bounty hunters, and I have a fast Bosk. If you have a really fast Bosk, you can do this too. You separate them into two different teams. So I'll do Bosk lead, and then I'll throw a pre-taunt. Right here you can see that it's bays. And you'll notice Jango and Boba aren't in there. That's because I use them on another team. But I'll throw Bosk lead and then just some tanky bounty hunters. Like, you know, Dengar's there. Embo can't be critically hit. Zam is always nice. And then just bays for a pre-taunt. You can throw a little monkey wrench in things. Make your opponent burn their JTR squad or hopefully something good. So the third team I got is just Nightsisters, plain old Asajj-led Nightsisters. They do a really good job about taking banners off your opponent, and with the speed boost that she gets, you know, it's plus 105 speed. You can go first before most teams get a chance to act and start doing some damage. And I've gotten a couple holds with that. More holds than I think than when I used MT lead Nightsisters. I always thought MT would be better because of Plague being able to take off the health banners, but it seems like Asajj has really been pretty reliable for me. So I do like having that and make your opponent have to decide what they're going to use to take it out. Because even if they turn around and use a Padme squad, usually those are 55 banner wins. So you'll get a few banners off your opponent if they don't outright fail. And I've had several reports from guildmates and patrons that have tried to use Trey's squad like you used to be able to do, and there's times when their Treyas fail, and so you'll end up dropping a battle and burning a top counter squad. So hopefully that's something you guys can use if you're not using it already. Let's move on to the next few squads. So the next three that I like to use, and this may be different for you, but I really like to put my Geonosians on defense. I think they're solid because people either underestimate them or they're burning their Treya team on them. And if I can make you burn your Treya team right out front, and I like to put my Geonosians right out front, then that's one less top counter team you're going to have for whatever I put in the back. So that's what I like to do with my Geonosians. Just stick them out there and make them decide, okay, what am I going to use on this? Do I want to burn my Treya early? So they're going to have to decide right out front, you know, and make the tough choices. The next team you'll see there is my second kind of bounty hunter team, hybrid team. It's a Jango lead team, and you can see I got Nest in there. My Jango is pretty fast. He's like 301, so 30 speed boost to that. And then Nest is also pretty fast, I think. You know, 300 with the speed boost, I think. So the whole goal is just to go first, be fast, and start taking banners off your opponent. And with Nest on there, makes it pretty tough. Your opponent's got their work cut out for them, and you can usually get a hold. By the time they get to the back, they've already burned your bounty hunter counters like JTR on the Bosk squad. So now they got to really think about what they want to use on this Jango Nest squad. So it works out. It's got me some wins. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, the third one you can see down there is clones, and this may change with the General Skywalker, but for right now, with him being low stars, just a good clone squad, and if you can spare your Zaris to throw in there, she makes them really tanky and makes it really hard to get down fives, which is what everyone tries to do. Rex Lead will give you some of that extra turn meter, kind of speed everybody up. It's definitely nice to have. Sometimes I do alternate and put Shakti in the lead, even though she doesn't have any Zetas on her, just to change things up. You know, you don't want your opponent getting too comfortable. I mean, there are counters out there, but this squad has been pretty good for at least taking off some banners, and sometimes I do get a hold on it every now and then. So I'd say it's pretty good because your opponent really has to choose whether or not they want to burn something good. You know, if you stick it up front, they have to decide whether they can budget a top meta counter for it and they don't know what you have in back, or whether they want to try to go as minimal as they can and risk dropping a battle. And I've had that happen to me. So clones are kind of a tricky team, and you can definitely underestimate them. I like to stick them right out front. Again, make my opponent have to make the tough choices right off the bat. So there's those. Let me show you a couple more teams. That way you'll have 8 teams that you could try your hand at for defense. Alright, first off, don't mind the Rose. She's just a placeholder because obviously I'm never going to use her in a team. The last 2 teams I have for you, and you may have seen videos on, the first one is Qarth with Watt. I think he can really kind of soup up this Qarth team and make it difficult for just a standard first order to come in and take them down. First order can work. I've shown that in a video. You can still use first order against a Qarth Watt team, but if you mess up, you're going to end up dropping the battle. So you do kind of have to watch what you're doing. It's definitely not as easy as it is just against a vanilla Qarth team with Juhani or even Wampa there. Watt will really make the team tougher. So you got to wonder if you're going to risk your first order to take it out if you come up on this on defense, or if you're going to have to use something overpowered like CLS to take it out. And then the last team I have, since I use General Grievous and the nuke team for offense, I don't put him on defense. So I go with a Newt-led team and just some regular separatist droids that you would put with General Grievous, and then throw Dooku in there. He's going to do some serious heavy damage, and the whole time Newt's going to be dropping extortion on everybody. This team is great for stripping off banners, routinely like 50 or 49 banner win for my opponent, and sometimes they do underestimate it and end up dropping a battle. So here are some of the defensive teams that I've been using. I'll be putting out another video sometime soon, maybe tomorrow or the next day, about the 8 offense teams that you can use along with this setup. That way I'm not just giving you defensive teams that you can put down and wondering what you have left for offense, or rather what I have left for offense after this. But I'm going to show you the teams that I make, and there's going to be at least 8 solid teams and then a couple that are situational, like my Jawas and whatnot. So be on the lookout for that. Let me tell you guys to subscribe and all that so you don't miss it, and we'll see you soon. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.